The New Orleans Pelicans and the Big 870 WWL proudly presents Pelicans Weekly. It's a weekly radio magazine focused on the Pelicans, the fans, and the NBA. We'll get the latest from Pelicans players, coaches, and front office staff. Plus, we'll check in with our experts around the league. Tonight's show is brought to you by Smoothie King, Rule the Day, Chevron, the human energy company, by Energy, we power life, and by New Age Products, official garage and outdoor kitchen provider of the New Orleans Pelicans. Pelicans Weekly on the Big 870 starts now. Here's your host, Gus Kattengell.
Hello, everyone. Good evening. I'm Gus Kattengell, and welcome to Pelicans Weekly, where we will recap the week that was, look at the week that will be, and everything in between. Coming up in 10 minutes, the voice of the Pelicans, Todd Graffagnini, will sit down with Pelicans forward Herb Jones as he has his high school jersey number retired this evening by Hale County High School over in Greensboro, Alabama. Congrats to him. You'll hear that conversation in about 10 minutes. So about the Pelicans. Well, since we last chatted with you, last week I said they were 0-4. They went 0-4 since last Tuesday. The team currently on a 9-game losing streak. Last Wednesday, the team was at the SKC, hosting a team in Toronto that had not won a road game this season. So that's a win, right?
Kick it to Hawkins, catch and shoot. Right corner, three, good. Welcome back to the lineup, Hawk.
What are you talking about back? Back that thing up. That's what you do, and shoot a three.
But bum. Got it to Misi down low, got the seal, and there's your N1 with a lefty floater.
And one. Yeah, 17 makes to 9.
17 makes for Toronto, who can't throw it in Lake Ontario. DeJounte Murray just knocked down a second straight three. I mean, this team is dead last, shooting threes, and they look like the Celtics.
Well, the final was 119-93. Raptors. Pels down by as many as 34 points in this game. Head coach Willie Green had this to say.
Starting with me, we got to be better. That was a lack of competition, and we allowed a team to come on our home floor and really make us look soft. And that's what I told our group. Like, that can't happen. So starting with me and the rest of our guys, we got to be freaking better than that.
DeJounte Murray did finally return to the lineup. It was his first game since the season opener. He had 14 points.
I feel great, man. Obviously, first game, going up and down the NBA Live game. It was great to, just be around practice starting off and, obviously come out in the game. And obviously we was awful, from a whole. But, me as an individual, my body start, trying to figure it out as the game was going. So that's a good sign.
He was happy to be back on the court, not happy by the way the team competed.
We got to compete. We got embarrassed. They was able to do whatever they want. Us players, starting with myself, we didn't execute nothing. We just got embarrassed. That's really it. And it came down to competing. And we have to have a different approach, starting with the game plans and executing them in practice, then executing them in the games. We can't really sit here and be like, oh, this guy's in, this guy's out. I know Willie's got it hard for as the starting lineups. I think it's like been 15 or something. But at the end of the day, that shouldn't be an excuse for us players to, have an identity of competing each and every night.
One of the things he mentioned as well after the game was that a loss like that, it's not one of those, hey, you move forward type losses.
I don't think you're going to lose games, but it's how you lose games. And we didn't compete. We didn't execute from offense, defense. The game plans was horrible, and that's on us. That's not on nobody else besides the guys that lace them up and go out and play. So, you as an individual, like I said in the beginning, if you're not embarrassed or really mad about this, that's a problem. And that's pretty much what I could say about that, but it's the NBA, you got Thanksgiving tomorrow. I know somebody like me, it's going to be on my head tonight, tomorrow, because it's not really about the loss, how we lost in front of our fans, even the fans booing. What would you do if you was a fan paying your money? You want to come watch a competitive basketball game, especially from your home team. So they got all the rights to say what they want, feel how they feel. They deserve a better game. And just us as individuals, we get paid to play, at a high level.
So you had Thanksgiving off, and then you were off to Memphis for the first of 3 straight on the road. On Black Friday, the Pels were looking to put on a much better performance.
On court, now get it to DeJounte Murray. Pick from Yves Missi. Lob it up and down. That is the first lob from Murray to Missi. May there be countless more of those. Peyton, picked up by Scottie Pippen Jr. Right-hand drive after a pick from Missi. Bounce feed to Eve and a lay-in with a lefty. Hand off the box. Well done, two-man game. To McCollum. Back up the floor. Alley-oop. From DJ Murray to Trey Murphy. Two-hand dunk. Now right block Eve. One-on-one with Aldama. Backing him down. Spins right. Drives in. Reverse righty. Floater from the left block is good. 12 points for Missi. 92-79. 3-ball Smart. That got deflected by Peyton. Jackson got it back and another block by Missi. Eve doing it all.
Pelicans did try but could not get the win. 120-109 the final despite their better efforts. Head coach Willie Green.
You know, they're a good team, and they capitalize on any mistake that you make. They're able to capitalize on it. And like I said, we got to get back in transition. After free throws, they're getting it out quick, getting easy baskets. I think if we can take away the easy baskets, make them have to score on us in the half court, it gives us a better opportunity to get our assist numbers up. We can rebound the ball. We got to kick the ball ahead, share it a bit more. I thought the intentions was there, but, you know, like I said, no moral victories in this league, and, you know, we got to continue to work at it.
Yves Missi with the double-double, 16 points, 14 rebounds for him. Head coach Willie Green.
I love his competitive spirit. At a high percentage when he's on the floor, he is giving everything he has. He's rebounding the ball. He's going down now, tracking guys and going for blocks. He's in the pocket, going up, finishing. He's giving us a lot at that position, especially for being a young guy. And, you know, that's a huge bright spot for us, being able to see him get the time that he's getting. We believe he's going to continue to get better.
Missi on what he thinks he's improved the most of since the start of training camp.
I always say the rebounding part is something I take more seriously. Now I'm genuinely trying to get every rebound and travel every time. And obviously the defensive side, I feel like there was a couple of games I didn't get as many blocks that I should have got. So just trying to like be more physical on defense, try to trust my instinct a little more. And obviously today I did some of that, and obviously I still did some mistakes that I need to fix, obviously, and then those are the main thing.
Saturday was an off day, and then a back-to-back, which started in New York. And there was, well, nothing pretty about that one, as the Pels got down by as many as 41 points.
Now the bounce feed to Tice, drives in, and he's blocked at the rim on an attempted dunk by OG Anunoby. Back the other way, Brunson. Around the corner to Bridges for a left corner three. Good. Bridges yells at our bench. 19-4 Knicks. Steal Josh Hart, 2-on-1. Hart for McBride, blocked from behind by Javonte Green, right off the glass. Back the other way, McCollum, stop, pop, right wing three. Short, long rebound, out to Josh Hart like an outlet pass. Alley-oop, no, he's gonna throw it to McBride, sets his feet, left angle three, nothing but net. 42-14 New York. Now back in the lane, easy block by Anunoby, but Missi took it right back away from him and finger rolls it up and in, and one. Now Missi drives right side and throws it down with two hands as he blew right past Karl Anthony Towns. Now Missi in a sort of right-handed punch after a beautiful bounce pass from McCollum.
Missi would finish with 11 and 8, but the final score in that one was 118-85. DeJounte Murray after the loss on how to keep avoiding these big deficit-laden games that turn into losses.
Compete. You got to compete. I just said it. You want me to repeat it again? You got to be tough. You can't let guys do whatever they want. You let anybody, this league is the best of the best for a reason, you know. Dudes are professional NBA basketball players for a reason, so you let dudes do whatever they want. They get to the free throw line, they making open shots, shooting open shots, getting to the rim, getting layups. We talk about it. We don't get easy layups. We don't get wide open shots like that, so it comes down to matching energy, you know, but that should be our identity from the tip, you know, just being tough and making teams feel us for the whole game, no matter who you are. If you start, come off the bench.
So on to Atlanta for the second half of that back-to-back, and would this be the night that the streak would finally snap?
Murray stops left of the top, picked up by Dyson Daniels, backs it out near the center circle, pick from Misi, two-man game, bounce feed to Eve and a dunk. Great two-man game right there between Murray and Misi, and it's 11-6. Misi's got 6 early points. Left corner, floated down. Okongwu ripped away, ball on the deck. He got it back, though, and then it's kicked to Murray. Running the fast break, 2-on-1. DJ behind the back to Boston. Show and go, and the righty finger roll is down. Murray running the break. 5 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. Back to DJ. Around a Misi pick. Two-man game. There's the lob and the dunk. Beautifully executed pick and roll. Young lost it. Steal JRE. Now he's one-on-one. Here comes help. Shovels to Murphy. And a two-hand flush over his former teammate Dyson Daniels. Capella now 9 points, 11 rebounds. Murray for 3, high off the heel. Tipped up Misi, no to Green. Javante bounce feed to McCollum. Fakes the 3, dotted line, no look bounce pass. Misi reverse layup and good. And a foul by Clint Capella. Back and forth we go. Pick from Hunter, two-man game, back to Hunter. Oh, he got denied by Misi at the rim. Taken by Murray. Chest it to McCollum. Stop, pop, right wing 3. Get in there, Christian James. What a turnaround. 5:10 to go. McCollum, right elbow, bump from behind. It rolls right to Misi, who lays it in with a left hand. Now he's got his first career 20-point game. 4:20 to go. Clock starting to become a factor. Young, deep right wing 3, dagger. On the State Farm Arena logo.
The Hawks will finish with 74 points in the paint, and that was a telling statistic to say the least. After the game, head coach Willie Green had this to say.
Just our ability to sustain, the force that we play with on both ends of the floor. And it's something that I talked about before the game, is being able to put together a full 48 minutes. And, they stretched the lead a little bit in the third quarter. We were able to fight back, but just not enough. And unfortunately, came up short tonight.
And again, unfortunately, in losses, a bright spot continues to be Yves Misi as he collects another double-double. His career high 23-point night, 12 rebounds. By the way, that was his third double-double on Monday in the last 5 games.
He's just getting better and better. A true bright spot with our team. His ability to protect the basket defensively, his ability to screen and get out of screens quickly, go up and finish. Really, proud of him and how he's handled the last several weeks with us kind of thrusting him into the starting lineup, and he's doing a great job.
C.J. McCollum led the team with 29 points, and even he was impressed by the way the rookie has played.
He's great, man. He's smart. He absorbs, information well. He's watching film. He's getting his work in, and he joked that he was like, he's basically played almost a full season of what he played in college in terms of the games, the travel, how physically and mentally draining and demanding it is, but he's handling it well, and he's growing, and you're seeing the development defensively, obviously, and then his ability to rebound, finish around the basket, great feet. It's been, the bright spot of what's happened so far for our season.
When we come back, Todd Graffagnini will have this week's player interview. He sits down with Herb Jones, who tonight gets his high school jersey retired back in his hometown. That is next, as you're listening to Pelicans Weekly on WWL.
Welcome back to Pelicans Weekly. Here's the voice of the New Orleans Pelicans, Todd Graffagnini, with this week's interview.
Welcome back to Pelicans Weekly. Todd Graffagnini with you. And we are joined now, special guest, Pelicans forward Herb Jones. Big day on Tuesday, Herb, as you go back to your hometown, Hale County High School. They are retiring your jersey. What a feeling that's got to be. You're one of the most humble people I know, and it's just got to be awesome for you.
Yes, sir. It's going to be crazy, to go back to high school I graduated from, to see the jersey go up, in the gym. It's going to be special, and I'm excited to get there.
I know you're really into the NBA season and what the Pelicans are doing, but have you had a chance to kind of reflect a little bit and think about what's going to happen on Tuesday and everybody that's going to come back and just the ceremony itself?
Yeah, I've been thinking about it a little bit. I'm excited to see a lot of familiar faces. Talk about the old times that we all shared back at Hale County when I was in school. And, we was fortunate enough to win a state championship, so I'm excited to see, some of my old teammates and coaches.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about winning that state championship and what that was like, and especially with your dad on the bench as an assistant coach. That had to be an awesome feeling for you.
Yeah, it was amazing. And I don't think a lot of people know, me and my dad and the team that I played for prior to going to Hale County, Sunshine High School, we actually lost in the state championship the year we closed. And it was just, super fulfilling to not only win the first state championship for Hale County, but also, kind of getting one for my dad in a sense.
How would you rate your performance in the state championship game? Where was it played, by the way?
The state championship game was in Birmingham, Alabama. I would rate my performance C+. I had a teammate, Cadell Perry. He carried us through that game. Really, once we got to Birmingham, he kind of took control of the ship, and we kind of followed his lead. We made sure we continued to play with intensity, but as far as the offensive side of the ball, he kind of controlled things.
Well, I know you're really not that far removed from it if you think about it, Herb, but I know you've seen the movie Hoosiers, and just those are the kind of things and memories that are going to last for the rest of your life. I mean, everybody in that town's going to be talking about that forever and ever.
Yeah, and I mean, we didn't talk about it as much while we were in school after it happened. We all knew that once the season was over, and we ultimately, we were the first to do it. Made history, but I don't think we knew the magnitude of it at the time. And once we left, guys that were coming up under us, they saw how tough it was, to be able to win a state championship because, in high school, even in college, it's just one game elimination once you get out of the area play.
Yeah, it's big time stuff right there, Herb. All right, let's talk about you. I know it's been frustrating for you to watch as, the team has been going through its struggles, but how's your rehab been going? And, just watching you daily, it looks like you're getting pretty close to getting back out there.
Yes, sir. My rehab's been great. I feel like, we've done everything the right way. We haven't rushed anything. And we just stand on top of, strengthening now. It was a range of motion problem at first, but I feel like I've gotten over that. Continuing to keep my cardio high, so it won't be hard for me to get back to playing and finding a rhythm.
Did you know, when you hit the ground and you and Pajemski were going for the ball, did you know something had happened when it happened?
No, I didn't think it was terrible while I was on the ground, because I still could move it a little bit. But once I got up and tried to raise my arm, and I felt the pain, I knew it was something wrong then.
I know you guys can kind of see the light at the end of the tunnel now, finally, injury-wise. And how good is it going to be for you to, just get everybody back on the floor, because it's just been so frustrating. I know for you guys just to not be healthy.
Yeah, I think it's going to be great, to see everybody healthy and back on the floor. And I think, we're all waiting on that. I think everybody's doing everything they can to get back and out on the court, for the team and for the city. But I'm excited. Even now, it's not pretty right now, but I think a lot of us, we still continue to learn despite the losses. And we're going to continue to learn, even with, our wins as time goes on. We're just going to try to keep improving every day.
All right, Herb, again, congratulations. Unbelievable honor. Heading back home, that number 2 is going to be in the rafters, man. Congrats again.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it.
That is Herbert Keyshawn Jones. We'll send it back to Gus Kattengell to wrap up Pelicans Weekly after these words on the Pelicans Radio Network.
Welcome back to Pelicans Weekly on WWL. Now, back to Gus Kattengell.
Our thanks to Todd and Herb for their time. Maybe one day Jesuit and Brother Martin will retire a chair or name a bush or part of the sidewalk or something for us. Graff, what do you think? I know, we won't hold our breaths. Hey, the Pelicans next take on the Phoenix Suns on Thursday at the SKC with a 7 p.m. tip there. Then it's a back-to-back. Saturday, they will host OKC, 6 o'clock tip time. And on Sunday, the Pels travel to San Antonio to face the Spurs for the first time this season. And that'll do it for this week. For Todd Graffagnini, I'm Gus Kattengell. We'll see you next week for another episode of Pelicans Weekly right here on WWL.
Pelicans Weekly was brought to you by Smoothie King. Rule the day. Ochsner Health System, the official healthcare provider of the New Orleans Pelicans. Keesler Federal Credit Union, official credit union of the New Orleans Pelicans. SeatGeek, get your seat in a seat. And Morris Bart, if you know, you know. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next week on Pelicans Weekly, right here on WWL. Let's go, Pels!